Hi, I'm Chris Wilson from Grinding Gear Games. This is the 5th episode of the 2nd season of Build of the Week, a deceptively named video series where we examine awesome Path of Exile character builds created by the community. Our goal for this episode is to cover a specific cool build that we've seen without going into great detail about how to build the character. The player behind the build, Incinerate, has posted a detailed build guide to our forum. We encourage you to check it out for more information. The link is in the description of this video. In the 1.1.1 patch in March, we added a new unique item to the game called 3 Dragons. As you can see, this unique is very clearly a build-enabling unique. Iznobest has created an extremely deadly character by cleverly building around one property of this item, the ability for your fire damage to shock targets rather than ignite them. In order to take advantage of the fact that the shocked state can stack up to 3 times, it was vital to pick a skill that applies fire damage very quickly, Incinerate. An important support gem is a maximum quality added lightning damage gem, which adds a flat 10% chance to shock. The lesser multiple projectiles, fire penetration and faster casting support gems are also used to substantially increase damage potential. While a heavily supported Incinerate is the primary skill the character uses, it has access to a few others when needed. Flame Totem has the same advantages as Incinerate and can be used when you need to increase your total damage output or when you're worried about damage reflection. With the 3 Dragons unique on, this character's Temper Shield will potentially freeze enemies as they are blocked. It also provides extra block chance, which synergizes well with the chosen items that you'll see soon. In addition to both its defensive and offensive purposes, Molten Shell has been supported by Life Leech so that it leeches a lot of life just when you need it. Lightning Warp, combined with reduced duration and faster casting, is used for fast movement and allows this build to clear maps in minutes. Here's the build's passive skill tree. It takes Eldritch Battery to convert all of the character's energy shield into mana, which is necessary for its mana-hungry Incinerate. It also allocates plenty of cast speed, life, and elemental damage. A link to the passive tree is included in the build guide linked in the description. Eldritch Battery goes really well with the Clarity Aura. Together they provide enough mana to incinerate for quite a while. The build also runs the Haste Aura, Tempest Shield, and Arctic Armor, which mitigates reflected damage from its own Incinerate. Elemental Weakness is used where needed. Sibyl's Paw is the ideal weapon for an incinerator. It provides cast speed, mana, and is currently the only way to get life gain on hit for spells. The spell damage proportional to block rate synergizes with the high block rate that this character achieves. Wrathpith Globe provides spell damage, effective mana, life, lightning resistance, and of course 30% block rate. In addition to the block rate from passive skills and Tempest Shield, the Stone of Laswa unique has been corrupted to add more block rate. The Amulet Shield and one passive skill contribute to the character also having a 62% spell block chance. Its rare items provide life, armor, mana, and resistances. The rings grant quite a lot of mana regeneration to fuel the fire. Overall, this character is very effective at melting monsters. While it's certainly not built to be played in hardcore leagues, its fast killing speed makes up for defensive weaknesses. We initially assumed that it would be killed by lightning thorns, but failed to take any footage of this actually occurring. The lack of life regeneration is certainly an aspect we want to improve if we rebuilt the character. Certain map mods that penalize mana regeneration would be devastating to the way it is currently set up. However, it's possible to pick and choose maps to avoid this. If this character were to obtain a 6-link armor, we'd suggest running Elemental Proliferation or a Mana Leech support gem. The final problem is that this build has problems killing extremely high life endgame bosses such as Atzeri. There are plenty of other awesome builds possible with the 3 Dragons unique. We found this build in the class forums on our site, so we'd encourage you to go there to read about this and other cool builds. If you have one you'd like to show us, submit it to those forums and we'll check it out. Remember, there's a build guide available for this character which is linked in the description. See you next time.